Daniel 11. Also, in the first year of Darius the Mede, even I stood to confirm and strengthen him. And now, I will show you the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the fourth shall be far richer than all of them. By his strength through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Greece. A mighty king shall also rise, ruling with great dominion and doing as he pleases. But when he stands up, his kingdom shall be broken and divided toward the 4 winds of heaven. It will not be given to his descendants, nor will it have the same dominion he ruled with, for his kingdom shall be uprooted and given to others. The king of the south shall be strong, along with one of his princes, who shall be stronger and have a great dominion. In the end of years, they shall join together, as the king's daughter of the south comes to the king of the north to make an agreement. However, she will not retain the power of her arm, nor will he stand or his arm. She shall be given up, along with those who brought her and those who strengthened her in those times. But from a branch of her roots, one shall rise in his place. He shall come with an army and enter the fortress of the king of the north, dealing against them and prevailing. He shall also carry captives into Egypt, along with their gods, princes, and precious vessels of silver and gold. He shall continue for more years than the king of the north. So the king of the south shall come into his kingdom and then return to his own land. But his sons shall be stirred up and assemble a multitude of great forces. One shall certainly come and overflow, then return and be stirred up, even to his fortress. The king of the south shall be moved with anger and come forth to fight with the king of the north. He shall gather a great multitude, but they shall be given into his hand. After taking away the multitude, his heart shall be lifted up, and he shall cast down many tens of thousands, but he will not be strengthened by it. For the king of the north shall return and gather a greater multitude than before. After certain years, he shall come with a great army and much riches. In those times, many shall stand up against the king of the south. The robbers of your people shall also exalt themselves to establish the vision, but they shall fall. So the king of the north shall come, cast up a mount, and take the most fortified cities. The arms of the south shall not withstand, nor his chosen people. There shall be no strength to withstand. But the one who comes against him shall do as he pleases, and none shall stand before him. He shall stand in the glorious land, which he shall consume by his hand. He shall also set his face to enter with the strength of his whole kingdom, along with upright ones. He shall give him the daughter of women, corrupting her, but she shall not stand on his side nor before him. After this, he shall turn his face toward the islands and take many. But a prince, on his own behalf, shall cause the reproach offered by him to cease. Without his own reproach, he shall cause it to turn upon him. Then he shall turn his face toward the fort of his own land, but he shall stumble, fall, and not be found. In his place, a raiser of taxes in the glory of the kingdom shall rise. However, within a few days, he shall be destroyed, not in anger or battle. In his place, a vile person shall rise, to whom they shall not give the honor of the kingdom. He shall come in peaceably and obtain the kingdom by flatteries. And with the arms of a flood shall they be overflown from before him, and shall be broken, yea, also the prince of the covenant. After the league made with him, he shall work deceitfully, for he shall come up, and shall become strong with a small people. He shall enter peaceably even upon the fattest places of the province, and he shall do that which his fathers have not done, nor his fathers' fathers. He shall scatter among them the prey, and spoil, and riches, yea, and he shall forecast his devices against the strongholds, even for a time. He shall stir up his power and his courage against the king of the south with a great army, and the king of the south shall be stirred up to battle with a very great and mighty army, but he shall not stand, for they shall forecast devices against him. Yea, they that feed of the portion of his meat shall destroy him, and his army shall overflow, and many shall fall down slain. And both of these kings' hearts shall be to do mischief, and they shall speak lies at one table, but it shall not prosper, for yet the end shall be at the time appointed. Then shall he return into his land with great riches, and his heart shall be against the holy covenant, and he shall do exploits, and return to his own land. At the time appointed he shall return, and come toward the south, but it shall not be as the former, or as the latter. For the ships of Kittim shall come against him, therefore he shall be grieved, and return, and have indignation against the holy covenant, so shall he do, he shall even return, and have intelligence with them that forsake the holy covenant. And arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries, but the people that do know their God shall be strong, and do exploits. And they that understand among the people shall instruct many, yet they shall fall by the sword, and by flame, by captivity, and by spoil, many days. Now when they shall fall, they shall be holpen with a little help, but many shall cleave to them with flatteries. And some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them, and to purge, and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. And the king shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself, and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished, for that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any god, for he shall magnify himself above all. But in his estate shall he honor the God of forces, and a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold, and silver, and with precious stones, and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. And at the time of the end shall the king of the south push at him, and the king of the north shall come against him like a whirlwind, with chariots, and with horsemen, and with many ships, and he shall enter into the countries, and shall overflow and pass over. He shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape out of his hand, even Edom, and Moab, and the chief of the children of Ammon. He shall stretch forth his hand also upon the countries, and the land of Egypt shall not escape. But he shall have power over the treasures of gold and of silver, and over all the precious things of Egypt, and the Libyans and the Ethiopians shall be at his steps. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him, therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy, and utterly to make away many. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas and the glorious holy mountain, yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him.